Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am Ryan Clifton Bowling. Let me just say, I was trying to find this article or this article as well as the audio clip pertaining to the article in reference to a black father, and I think it was in Illinois that I read about a week ago in reference to his opinion on critical race theory. He was in a meeting, one of the school board meetings, and he was given a scathing critique of critical race theory to the school board and the people there. And it was one of the most powerful speeches that I've ever heard on critical race theory coming from a black man, a black father. I mean, he laid it right on the line. And I said I was going to talk on it. I was going to let you guys listen to the audio clip that I had of it, but I can't find it now. It was on Breitbart News. I can't find it nowhere. I've tried to look it in the search box. I can't find it in the search box. And when I look at it in the search box, it gives me something from 2021. I don't want anything from 2021. I want it from 2022. So nevertheless, but it was a real video, a real speech. Know that. But I wanted to speak on it anyway, because what I want to talk about just for a few minutes, I want to talk about this idea that the mainstream media keeps spinning. The mainstream media continuously spins this idea that critical race theory is a conspiracy theory that is made up, that is not real. How in the world can it be made up and not real when you got parents all over the country coming against it? These parents are working parents, educated parents. For example, the black father that was giving his speech on this nonsense was an educated man. He stated it. He said he's educated. He educates his daughter. He was an educated man. Why would educated people like this father and myriads of others all over the country come against something that's made up? These people have better things to do than to sit up and make up stuff. This is what bothers me about not so much the mainstream news. The mainstream news is filled with liberals and liberal-sided biased people. They're gonna do what they're gonna do because they're slaves to money. These people, these reporters and journalists get sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. So they're slaves to money. They're slaves to money. That money is their God. Okay, I get it with them. Okay, money is your God. I don't even consider them. I don't even consider them. They're not worth my consideration. What grieves my spirit and grieves my mind is when I try to communicate the reality of the biasness of the mainstream media to the little guys, people on my job, people at the grocery store, whatever the case may be, and they just get an attitude with me about trying to share information with them that they may not have heard of. Now, this is not all the time. Sometimes I'll share this information with people that are a little bit more open-minded and a little bit more willing to listen to the other side. But many times it's darn frustrating to talk to people about something that they may not have heard of. They want to blot it out altogether. Listen, critical race theory is not a conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. These parents are not making this up. These are working class parents, white, black, Hispanic, you name it. And they're coming against a poisoned concept that stems from cultural Marxism. That's where it comes from. That's been a part of this country for decades. That's where it comes from. And it is designed to keep division among the people. It's really, in my opinion, a form of reverse racism. And what I mean by it's a form of reverse racism is in the early days, it was whites were superior to blacks. Okay. Now the cultural Marxists have created another flip side of that. Now it's blacks in so many ways. I won't say blacks, they're bringing this idea of blacks being superior to whites. But what they're doing with the Marxist teachers and professors and newscasters and reporters and politicians are doing is they're demonizing white people and saying that they're racist simply because of the color of their skin, and that black people are oppressed simply because of the color of their skin, and that there's nothing that they can do about it. They need the almighty government to come in and save the day. They need the intelligentsia and the social workers to come in and save the day. This is the poison that is in many of our public schools and in many of our universities, but it seems to be taking place more so among the public school system. This is where it seems to be taking place the most, because why? Why is that so? Because the younger you are, the more impressionable you are. Young people's minds are more pliable. You can pump their minds full of nonsense, and if they don't have a system at home that combats the nonsense, they will believe and embrace the nonsense. But it is not a conspiracy theory. It is real. Now, in a lot of these schools, what these critical race theory proponents do, those who defend it, is first of all, we got to understand they're deceivers. They're liars. Okay, many of them are probably more than likely atheists, far leftist atheists that don't believe in God, that don't believe in any form of spirituality, so they have no sense of right and wrong. It's all relative to them. Whatever the means that they need to meet in order to accomplish their goals, they're willing to do that, even if they have to lie. And what these proponents and defenders of critical race theory do in our schools is they don't call it critical race theory. They change the name up to ethics, terms like ethnic studies and stuff like that. But when you really sit, according to some sources, when you sit in the classes and listen to them, or when you literally read the curriculum point to point, it's critical race theory. It demonizes white people and basically victimizes blacks. This is a poison that parents are coming up against. It's not a conspiracy theory, and people need to be made aware of that. My word and comment to that is, man, we need to stop listening to everything they say on the mainstream news. We need to stop doing, people need to stop doing that. Let me say this in the closing of this video. It just frustrated me so much because it got me almost to the point where I was like, man, I don't even want to talk to people that don't want to listen. I don't have the patience for it. I'm at the grocery store at Walmart, right? This was last Monday. I'm at the grocery store. I got all my items. I'm ringing them up. The cashier is ringing them up. And so she gives me the price, and I'm like, oh, wow, man, it's pretty expensive. I didn't realize that it was that expensive. I should have been more careful. And her words were to me, well, if we have this situation, this war with Ukraine or whatever the case may be, if there's a war with Ukraine, I believe is what she said. She says the prices are going to go up even higher. And my comment was, oh, man, I hope that don't happen. Well, when I said that, and when she said what she said, and I responded with, man, I hope that doesn't happen, there was a man behind me a black male, maybe in his 60s, first thing came out this man's mouth was, I blame Trump for this. I blame Trump. He's friends with such and such and such. I blame him. I never did like the man. That was the wrong thing to say with me around. I try to be silent, y'all. I try to hold my peace. I try to be a person of respect, and I try to respect people's views, and I try to respect people's opinions, because at the end of the day, it's all about opinions. I get it. I give my opinions. People give their opinions. We all have opinions. But when you talk stupid, when you talk based merely out of emotion, and you don't give any solid facts, regardless of what the facts may be, at least give me some facts. Don't just say to me, well, I don't like him. I don't like her, because you starting off wrong with me right off the bat. I'm not that kind of person to hear you talk. I'm going to shut you down. So I looked at her, I said, I couldn't hold my peace. I said, man, what are you talking about? I said, there we go again with black people blaming Trump for all the problems that your president that you elected is doing. The man hasn't been in office for a year, and look at where our country is. All this negative stuff is happening. You mean to tell me that's Trump's fault? Man, don't make me say something that I'm going to have to repent of later. So I told him, I said, sir, what do you mean? I said, give me some evidence that this is Trump's fault. Well, I said, man, you know what? I'm sick and tired of black people being ignorant. That's what I told him. As I was walking away, I had my cart. I said, I'm so sick and tired of black people being ignorant. I'm so sick and tired of this mess, man. I said, believe what you want to believe. You want to be stupid? I don't know if I said that. I think I might have, but I was far away from it when I said the stupid part. God forgive me. But I said, if you want to be ignorant, you be ignorant. And I just walked away. But my point in saying that is simply this. It gets to the point where you have to cut people loose that don't want to listen. You have to cut people loose that don't want to listen. As I said, it's at the end of the day, it's all people's different opinions. And we have a right to express our opinions. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I am who I am by the grace of God. I'm no better than anybody. I'm no smarter than anybody. I just read and I study, and I always have been for years. That's what I do. That's my gifting. That's my strength. Okay. But when you give me information, at least give me something that's going to have some statistical data to it. Don't just blot out, well, I just don't like him. I just don't like her. Because you started off the wrong way with me. You started the wrong way with me. But anyway, I wanted to say that bring that up because with this critical race theory thing and this idea that it's a conspiracy theory, that is a lie. That is a lie. That is a big lie. It is not a conspiracy theory. It's real. And this father, this black father, this educated father really put it out on the line. You guys might be able to find it. I think it's from the 17th of this month. You guys may be able to find it, but it was on Breitbart, and I can't find it. I wish I could find it. Let you guys listen to a portion of that audio clip. But I just wanted to bring that out and make my point clear on that critical race theory is real, and the good news is that more and more parents are coming out against this, and we need to expose these parents, expose these parents that are coming out against critical race theory. Not expose the negative critical race theory, but also expose the parents that are coming out against this, ideology, both black and white. The more exposure we give to them, the more we can stop and at least hold back the wave of critical race theory that's pushing against our students and corrupting their minds and poisoning their minds and causing white kids to be depressed and black kids to feel like they'll never be able to be anything. Come on, man. This is a Marxist infiltration that's designed to destroy the country, but it don't have to happen. There's still hope for this country. And these Marxist demons in human flesh know that. And that's why they're pushing so hard. If there wasn't some inroads being made by thinking people, then these Marxist infiltrators wouldn't be pushing so hard in all these different institutions. Something's going on, and that something is a good thing. So I just wanted to say that and bring that out. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again.